Golfer 007, turn right, heading 185, reduce speed 180 knots.
185 on the heading 180 on the speed Golfer 007.
Speedbird 124, reduce speed 160 knots to 40 ME.
Reduce 160 to 4, speed 124.
Hello guys and welcome back to part 3. We're just routing down the centre of the Persian Gulf at the moment, flight level 410. You can see Iran on our left hand side, and if the weather's in our favour, no it's not, well on the right would be Qatar. We just need to now start our descent and approach preparations. So in the FMC, depart and arrive page, we are landing on runway 12 left. The wind at the moment is from the northeast at about 6 knots, so we're going to land on 12 left. And we are taking the DESD 6 Alpha arrival with the Bovet transition. That will then give us some descent restrictions, flight level 110 by Rulam, and then we are remaining at 110. And if you look on the map function of the FMC, you'll see that we have an amazing transition. It's like some sort of racetrack. Goes right, left, right, left, right, left. We're not going to be doing that. What we are going to do is we are going to go from Rulam direct to Rerek, which is this intersection here. So we're going to close up the gaps and to there, and then you'll see it makes a little bit more sense. We can also get rid of this one here and replace it with that one there. So it's more of a straightened approach now for us. If we had ATC on VATSIM or something like that, then fair enough, we may have to fly all that, but we're not going to. So as usual, I like to put Dubai, actually, legs page, and then grab the runway and stick that in the fix page, and then we just set some circular rings around just to give us a bearing from where we are from the runway. So I always do 4, 10 and 15. It's not, you know, it's up to you how you do it. This is how I'm going to do it. So we'll go back to the map page and we'll see exactly how far we've got to top of descent, which is about 15 miles. So we can reset MCP altitude to 110, and then that will capture the vertical profile and descend us down using the automatics of VNAV. Using auto brake 2 and idle reverse, and if we look at the charts, which I can do on my other screen, the sound will probably go off for a little second, but then we can aim to vacate on Mike 9, which is a rapid exit taxiway or rapid exit turn off, and then we can cross 12 right and then taxi down towards the Foxtrot apron, which is where we will end up parking. Runway 12 left has a decision height of, let me grab that information right now, 12 left, decision altitude of 210 feet, so Barrow 210 on this side, and then we'll set it on the other side as well. I can never quite get the click spot right with this 777. You kind of got to click it and then move it and hold it. There we go. Now it's gone too fast. Ugh, go. Okay, that's one for out. 210, there we go. And then we can also cross-check that on this side as well. So if we do that, 50, 40, 30, 4, 3, 2. And there we go, 210, excellent. So while we're in the descent, we could have done this a little bit earlier. Just go to the forecast page in the VNAV descent page, and we can grab some winds from active sky. Flight level 300, flight level 240, flight level 180, and then flight level, it's actually 12,000 feet because the transition is 130, so 135 because of the QNH. And we can put the winds in, so 050 at 5 knots, and then 058 at 12 knots, and then 030 at 15 knots, and then 005 at 13 knots. So that's all in. We can go to init ref and we can select use flat 25 speed, so 138, and then we'll plus 5 on that, as we always do. So we are into our descent, and I don't think it recalculated the descent properly, but that's fine. We can deal with that. We're 4,000, 3,000 feet above profile, but it's coming back nicely, so nothing to worry about at the moment. If it does start to get away from itself, you can do a number of things really. You can go into flight level change, and you can manually select the speed, and then you can go faster, which will give you a greater rate of descent, or you can do S-bends, and whichever way you feel comfortable with really. If there's ATC on, the chances are you'll get pretty much a spot on descent, so you won't end up leaving it too late. ILS frequency is 110.1, which should already be in the, there you go, 120.110.1 in the navigation radio page. So yeah, all we have to do now is descend. Okay guys, we're back a little further on into the descent, just over Desdi and turning left towards Rulam. We are 2,900 feet above profile at the moment, hence why we're in flight level change mode. I've just increased the speed to 320 knots so we get a better rate of descent. But with that now I'm going to have to employ some of the speed brakes to get us a little bit, well, get us down a little bit faster, should I say. Put some panel lights on. For those of you who don't know what the panel lights are, there's a bunch here. There's also some down here, and on the other side there, and then there's also some here. Speed brake extension warning. I am fully aware that they are out, although you are making mighty sure that I can't descend fast, and I don't know why. I tell you what, let's try a VS. Take the spoilers in and then try VS, or speed brake should I say. Okay, we can go down even further now. We can go all the way down to 2,000 feet. It's kind of strange actually, because it's a learning curve for me as much as it is for the people watching. Normally when you engage flight level change and you increase the speed, the aircraft doesn't accelerate with the power, with the thrust. It usually just adjusts the pitch. Now maybe that's a 777 way of doing things, I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem to want to slow down or descend faster, which is a bit of a pain. Let's see what VNAV does now. Okay, with that in mind, we'll give it drag, we'll give it a lot of drag, put them all the way out. That may help us slightly. We've got, is that 27 miles to go? Yeah, we've got 27 miles to go. So, I'm gonna now start employing some form of S-bends. This is where the range rings come in handy. So this is 15 miles. I want to be below 4,000 feet crossing this outer range ring, which is a 15-mile one. And then below 3,000 for the 10, and then 4 miles is just a reference to how far I am. So I'm going to turn right and I'm going to fly pretty much parallel to the outer ring of the 15-mile marker, just to give myself some leverage with the altitude. And then we can turn back in when we've slowed down sufficiently. Turn the landing lights on now, and the turn-offs, and the logo. We have identified the ILS here, which is IDBL, and that's 21 miles away at the moment. So now we can start to swing it back left again. See Dubai in the distance there. Now, I'm going to employ even more drag here. Our flap 1 limit speed is 265. We are well below that, so I'm going to employ flap 1. And that will descend us even faster. See, there we go, 2,100 feet a minute now. with 18 miles to go. Here's VNAV path approaching us once again. Change the range to 10 miles. Don't know why it's spooling up. I should really go and look at how it manages your speed in the 777, because this is not responding like the NG, and I know they're not the same aircraft, but I would have thought the logic would apply to both of them. Anyway, we can turn into to establish now, so 100, and then on that heading we can hit localizer, and that will bring us all the way around onto 12 left. There's a localizer now. I'm going to now employ flap 5 as well, because we are still below the speed that is safe for flap 5. Now a localizer established, we're going to descend on the glide path. We're going to attempt to descend on the glide path. Still a little bit high, but we can save this. Cabin's now ready, which is nice. Just waiting for it to capture the glide path with... well, it goes from VNAV path to glide slope, which is exactly what's enunciated here. 10 miles, 3,500 feet. We'll be okay. This is all good. See Dubai just ahead of us there. miles, 3,000 feet. And there's the glide path. Spot on. Excellent stuff. Okay, I can stop panicking now, because I thought I was going to royally screw that up. We've still got the speed brake out, so now we can drop the gear. And with the gear, we can bring it back on the speed. And we can also select flap 15. And bring the speed back to flap 15. Check your reference speed, so 138 with flap 25, so that's 143 knots we need to bug to. We can bring the spoilers back in, because that's coming back very nicely. Now we can use the landing checklist to make sure that everything is set. So I'm going to continue with all the flaps now, so flap is now coming down to 20 and then continuing down to 25. See, 2 reds, 2 whites, and the pappies, all is good. Nothing in the way. Glorious! Okay, so now we are stable as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to take the autopilot out. So now it's my aircraft. And it's time to land. Leave the auto throttle in, it will disengage itself and idle itself as well when we get below 25 feet, so don't worry about that. Beautiful place to buy, absolutely beautiful. If in doubt, follow the flight director. That will keep us pretty much on profile. Just small adjustments, nothing too heavy. Found that if you oversteer this thing, it soon sort of loses control and you find yourself in a little bit of a mess. So just a little bit high, about half a diamond too high, so just push the nose over and let it come back on itself. There you go, it's starting to come back now. Excellent. I'll bring it flat. You can ignore the pappies now at this time. Just aim for the touchdown zone. All will be good.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ease it onto the runway. A little bit of left rudder to compensate. And touchdown. Excellent. Just employ idle reverse. Keep it straight. Manual braking. 60 knots. And then, as we anticipated, Mike 9 is of next right. All in all, that was a pretty successful landing. Take the next right, and then we can taxi in, so start to clean her up. This is where multi-crew would be really useful. Needs to slow down a bit. Okay, there we go. Taxi light on, strobe light off. All of these other lights off. Yeah, this is where multi-crew would be exceptionally useful, because the first officer could just clean everything up, or the PNF, shall I say. Switch the APU on. Oops, start even. I'll need to spam it. I need to fix my view as well on EasyDock because it's resetting itself a little bit too low. I'm going to take this left actually. Take this gate here, Foxtrot 2, is it 6 or the one next to it? Foxtrot, yeah, 2 something or other. There we go. Turn the old taxi lights off so we don't blind the people on the stand waiting to receive us. Nearly there, stop. Great, parking brake set. APU is online. We can hit straight for the fuel cutoffs. And we can turn the storm light on so we can see what we're doing. Belts off, beacon light off. And if GSX is going to play game, yeah, it is, nice. It works. All good. GSX is going to come and service our aircraft. So, we can start to turn everything off so we can get rid of the packs. So that's not the pack. Get rid of the packs. Get rid of all the hydraulics. We can get rid of the fuel pumps. And we can also turn the ADIRU off. Turn the emergency signs off. So, that is us done. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. If you spot anything that you'd like me to change and like me to correct, then by all means let me know. If you have any questions, etc., etc., post below. Facebook.com/BellinsHD, also for Twitter.com/BellinsHD. If you would like to watch me live, and a lot of you already do, Twitch.tv/Bellins. I have been Bellins. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks very much for watching, and take care all. Bye bye.